I've spent over 30 years in men's health. I've seen thousands of cases, read thousands of charts, but nothing, not medical school, not textbooks, not even my own experience, prepared me for the 96-year-old man who walked into my clinic one quiet Tuesday afternoon. No cane, no nurse, no shuffle in his step, just a firm handshake and a twinkle in his eye. We talked, I did the usual checkup, and as I wrapped up, I asked gently, "So, how's everything functioning? Physically? Intimately?" He chuckled, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "Doc, I still wake up rock hard every morning. Strong, no pills, no problems." I blinked. I thought I misheard him. "Did you say every morning?" "That's right," he smiled. "I'm 96, not 106. Now, that wasn't ego. He wasn't boasting. He was just telling the truth with a calm, quiet confidence I rarely see even in men 40 years younger. And I had to ask, "What's your secret?" His answer? So simple, so natural, I almost laughed. But I didn't, because the results were standing right in front of me, and they challenged everything I thought I knew about aging and male vitality. So today, I want to tell you what this man taught me, not just about erections, but about health, aging, identity, and how one small habit can change everything. Stick with me, because this could be the turning point you didn't know you were looking for. The daily habit that changed everything. At first, I'll be honest, part of me didn't believe him. I've heard all sorts of theories and miracle tricks from patients over the years. So when he told me his secret, I leaned in with cautious curiosity. "So, what's the habit you've been doing every single day for over 40 years? He smiled like a man who'd been holding on to a good story. "Every morning, I eat one handful of raw mixed nuts and seeds. Just that. No pills, no gimmicks, no weird rituals. Just nature." That was it. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive. I almost chuckled, but I didn't, because what I was seeing didn't lie. Here was a man nearly 100 years old, with steady hands, clear eyes, sharp memory, and yes, still full of life in every sense of the word. That kind of long-lasting strength doesn't come from luck. It comes from consistency. So I went digging. I spent nights poring over nutritional journals, vascular studies, hormone data, and what I found honestly amazed me. This one simple habit wasn't just helping his erections. It was supporting his entire circulatory system. It was fueling his heart, protecting his prostate, and keeping his brain sharp. And the science backed it up. Nutrient after nutrient in those nuts and seeds had powerful effects. L-arginine, a natural amino acid helping blood vessels expand. Magnesium, essential for testosterone balance and nerve signaling. Zinc and selenium, which guard prostate health and hormonal stability. And those beautiful omega-3s, keeping inflammation at bay and blood flowing smoothly. You see, what this man was doing, without fanfare, without a marketing label, was giving his body exactly what it needed every single day. Not chasing youth, not denying age, just supporting life the way nature intended. And you know what? I started recommending this to my other patients, not as a prescription, not as a miracle, but as a first step, a way to gently tell their body, "I'm still here, I still care." And over the months that followed, I saw something beautiful. Men who had given up hope began to wake up feeling different, not just stronger physically, but clearer, steadier, more like themselves again. And it all started with one handful, one choice, repeated daily.
Nuts are nature's Viagra. You know what I realized after talking to that 96-year-old gentleman? He wasn't doing something exotic. He wasn't chasing fads or experimenting with new age therapies. He was simply giving his body what it was designed to use. Real, natural nutrition. And the more I looked into it, the clearer it became. Nuts aren't just a snack, they're nature's version of Viagra. Now I know that sounds bold, maybe even a little cheeky, but stay with me. For an erection to happen and to stay strong, you need healthy blood flow. Not just to the heart or the legs, but down there too. And that blood flow depends on one key molecule: nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is your body's natural way of relaxing blood vessels. It tells them, hey, open up, let the blood move. When you don't have enough of it, it's like trying to water your garden with a kinked hose. Here's the amazing part. Certain nuts, especially the ones in his morning mix, are loaded with L-arginine, an amino acid that your body turns into nitric oxide. No drugs, no injections, just a natural compound your body already knows how to use. So what happens when you give your system a steady supply of this nutrient every morning? Your blood vessels open, oxygen flows better, not just for intimacy, but for everything: your heart, your brain, your energy. And the effect? Let's just say I've had more than a few patients come back after a few weeks and say, "Doc, something's definitely working." But this isn't just about performance, it's about function, it's about health. It's about preserving dignity, confidence, and yes, connection. Because when blood flows better, life flows better. Your thoughts are clearer, your body feels lighter, your emotions are steadier, and in a quiet, powerful way, you feel like you again. And that's something no pill can give you. The 6 superstars for stronger erections. Once I understood how this daily habit boosted blood flow, I had to dig deeper. What exactly was this man eating that gave him such incredible results? Because not all nuts are created equal. Some help a little, but others? They go straight to the root of circulation, hormone balance, and even prostate health. After looking through his diet and cross-checking it with nutritional studies, I found 6 standout superstars, the ones I now recommend to nearly every older male patient who walks into my office. Let's walk through them together. 1. Pistachios. These little green powerhouses are rich in L-arginine, the same amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. But that's not all. They also contain antioxidants and compounds that improve blood vessel flexibility, which is critical for maintaining strong, consistent blood flow. In one clinical study, men who ate pistachios daily saw significant improvements in erectile function within just 3 weeks. 2. Walnuts. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, known to fight inflammation and thin the blood slightly, making it easier to flow freely where it needs to go. They're also fantastic for brain health, which is often tied to mood and hormone production. Think of walnuts as heart and head food, both of which matter in the bedroom. 3. Almonds. Almonds bring in 2 critical nutrients: magnesium and vitamin E. Magnesium helps regulate testosterone and supports nerve function, while vitamin E improves blood vessel integrity and supports tissue health. Plus, they keep cholesterol in check, a win for your whole vascular system. 4. Hazelnuts. These are your testosterone protectors. High in vitamin E and healthy fats, hazelnuts help keep your hormone levels stable, especially as natural production begins to dip with age. They're small but mighty, perfect for maintaining that steady internal rhythm your body needs. 5. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts. I always smile when I recommend these because they're like little capsules of selenium, a trace mineral essential for testosterone production, sperm health, and prostate function. Just 1 or 2 a day is enough. Selenium is powerful, but you don't need much. 6. Pumpkin seeds. Often overlooked, but truly a gem. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with zinc, which supports libido, testosterone, and most importantly, prostate health. And as you know, once you're over 60, protecting your prostate is just as important as protecting your heart. They also offer magnesium and plant-based omega-3s, making them a double boost for circulation. Now here's the magic. When these 6 are combined in one simple handful, they don't just work independently, they work together. Like a well-balanced team, each one contributes its strengths to keep your blood flowing, your hormones steady, and your confidence high. And no side effects, no prescriptions, just real food, the way your body was designed to receive it. So the next time you reach into the pantry, think of it this way. You're not grabbing a snack, you're giving your body a signal to stay strong, stay connected, and stay alive in every sense of the word.
But doctor, aren't nuts high in fat? Yes. This is usually the part where my patients raise an eyebrow and say, "But doc, I thought fat was bad for me. Won't this make me gain weight?" And you know what? I completely understand that worry. Many of you came of age during the low-fat craze of the 80s and 90s. For decades, fat was painted as the villain behind weight gain, heart disease, and pretty much every health problem under the sun. I remember those years too. We were all told to fear anything with oil or richness. But now, we know better. The truth is, not all fats are created equal. The fats found in nuts, especially the ones we just talked about, are what we call unsaturated fats and omega-3 fatty acids. These aren't the greasy, artery-clogging kind found in processed junk food. These are the protective fats, the kind your heart, brain, and hormones actually thrive on. Let me put it this way. Imagine your blood vessels as garden hoses. Over time, they can stiffen, clog, or lose flexibility. But these healthy fats, they act like natural lubricants, keeping those hoses soft, smooth, and ready to carry oxygen-rich blood where it's needed most. That includes your heart, your brain, and yes, your manhood too. And what about the calories? Yes, nuts can be calorie-dense, but they're also deeply satisfying. A single handful in the morning can keep you feeling full for hours, preventing the kind of blood sugar crashes that make you reach for cookies or chips later. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Just 1.5 to 2 ounces. That's it. Not a bowl, not a bag, just a simple handful. That small habit delivers huge returns over time. And that 96-year-old man who inspired all of this, he wasn't dieting. He wasn't counting macros or obsessing over every bite. He simply showed up for his health with quiet consistency, one handful at a time. And that's something every single one of us can do, no matter our age or background. More than just erections. Now, I want to be really honest with you, because this next part is what most doctors don't talk about. This isn't just about erections. Over the years, as I've listened to men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, there's a look I sometimes see before they say a word. It's in their posture, their eyes, that weight they carry quietly in their voice. It's not about performance. It's about identity. It's about feeling like you're slowly fading into the background, even from your own life. I've had men whisper to me, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore." And that breaks my heart, not because of pride or ego, but because intimacy and vitality aren't just physical, they're deeply personal. When that part of you starts to disappear, it can feel like you start to disappear. And that's why this daily habit means so much more than a nutrient chart or a clinical study. That one handful of nuts each morning, for many of my patients, it became something symbolic, a promise to themselves, a way of saying, I still care about my body. I still want to connect. I still deserve to feel alive. And here's what I've seen. When that shift begins, everything changes. They move differently. They speak with more certainty. They start showing up again, not just for their partners, but for themselves. It's not about perfection. It's not about trying to be 25 again. It's about reclaiming something quietly sacred: your dignity, your connection, your presence in your own skin. And let me be clear, this is not vain. This is not selfish. This is human. Because when a man feels confident in his body, it spills over into every other part of his life: his relationships, his decisions, his sense of worth. That's why I never treat intimacy like some side topic. I treat it as quality of life. And that 96-year-old man, he understood that better than anyone. He didn't see this as a joke, or a phase, or a past tense memory. He took care of his body, not because he was afraid of aging, but because he respected himself enough to keep showing up, day after day, quietly, faithfully, one handful, one choice, one man who refused to disappear. It's never too late to feel like yourself again. If you're still with me now, maybe something in this story spoke to you. Maybe you recognized a piece of yourself in it. Or maybe you're wondering the same thing many of my patients have asked, quietly, almost afraid to hear the answer: is it too late for me? Let me tell you, man to man, absolutely not. I've spent decades in exam rooms with men who thought they were broken, men who believed their best days were behind them, who were told, sometimes by doctors, sometimes by their partners, sometimes by their own inner voice, just accept it, you're old now. But here's the truth I've come to believe with all my heart: your body still remembers how to come alive. It just needs the right support, the right fuel, the signal that says, hey, I'm not done yet. And that's what this daily habit became for so many men: a simple, natural act of self-respect. Not a supplement, not a shortcut, but a signal of consistency, of wisdom, of quiet strength. We've talked about one man's story, 96 years old, no pills, no hormone therapy, no gimmicks, just a single handful of raw nuts and seeds each morning, rich in L-arginine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, and healthy fats, nutrients that opened his vessels, protected his prostate, stabilized his testosterone, and yes, kept him feeling fully alive. But more than that, we talked about what it really gave him: clarity, connection, confidence. And now, it's your turn. Tomorrow morning, when you're standing in your kitchen, I want you to remember this: that small handful isn't just food. It's a choice to nourish your heart, to support your mind, to protect your manhood and your identity. You don't have to chase youth. You just have to honor your body. Because strength isn't something you lost. It's something you still have. And now, it's time to return to it. So if this message stirred something in you, even just a little, don't let it fade. Leave a comment. Tell me what part hit home. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And if you feel moved to, support this channel so we can keep creating these messages, real, honest, and made just for men like you. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be.